Hey, hello there, and welcome back to another Titanfall video. As you probably already know, there was a new content DLC drop that went live last night called A Glitch in the Frontier. And with the new content drop comes patch notes. Yay! So what's so great about patch notes? Well, if they change something or nerf or buff something, don't you want to know what it is? That way, if they buff something, you will know why the entire community starts using it. Or if they nerf something as simple as reducing a clip size by 1 bullet, the entire community will scream, "It's nerfed! It must be garbage!" And then no one on Earth uses it anymore. Well, my friends, that's what the point of patch notes are for. Instead of people trying to test things, they just want to know what is buffed and nerfed so that they can automatically know what to use. Wink, wink. Anyway, Respawn also snuck in some info regarding upcoming game modes into their patch notes. So without further ado, let's dig into them. There's not a lot, so I won't keep you long. Starting off is new content. They added a new map called Glitch, a new live fire map called Deck, a new faction, the Marvin faction, a new execution called Get to the Point. It's a pulse blade execution. It unlocks after getting 10 pilot kills with the pulse blade. If you have already achieved the 10 kills previously, it is unlocked retroactively. New featured modes. They'll be introducing these at different times in the near future, so these are not all available currently. They will probably rotate through these for week by week, I'm guessing. The Glitch 24/7 featured playlist is currently available, and then they will be adding the Marked for Death as a featured playlist, which is the 6v6. One member of each team is marked as targets, and both teams must defend their target while trying to kill the other team's target. They will be adding a Titan Brawl. Think of this as team deathmatch with just Titans. 5v5 with Titans only. No ejecting, and there is respawning. Each kill counts as 1 point. The first team to 30 points wins. Then they will be adding an Iron Last Titan Standing. It's basically Last Titan Standing with a few new rules. 5v5 with no ejecting and no batteries. So no pesky gnat-like pilots running around on rooftops shooting you with MGLs. New features. There's a main menu update. They dressed things up a bit with a new background to showcase videos, updates, and tiles with rad stuff that they think that we should check out. They increased the pilot gen to 100. I also looked in the menus. They've got a banner now for gen 50 and for gen 100. Also, there's a goofy icon that floats right above your gen in your banner that I can't seem to find any explanation on what it means or how to change it or when it will change. I guess we'll just have to play and see if it's corresponding to your gen. They added a live fire mode to private match. You can now choose between regular, prime, or random executions for your Titans, if you own the Prime Titan, obviously. Matchmaking and network improvements. Game will now emit a sound when it is going to connect you to a match. Your PC brethren will want to make sure to set settings, audio, sound and background to on to hear game sounds when the game is not focused. This is for all audio, including the match-made sound. Fixes to address parties occasionally getting split up. Players that joined late to a party making it too late for the current playlist will now cancel matchmaking. Fixed issue where you could not invite friends after starting a private match. Game improvements. The game will now remember multiplayer as last played in main menu. No more accidentally selecting single player. Removed Sunflare for maps Colony, Exoplanet, Forward Base Kodai. Gates, the 6-4 faction leader, now uses the campaign model, or skin. Titan Balance. General. Titan Melee. Reduced area of effect for all Titans except Ronin. Ronin fixed a bug with sword block, not always blocking the intended amount of incoming damage. I don't know what that means. Is he blocking less damage? Is he blocking more damage? I don't know. It's very vague. Ion. Small reduction in laser shot's cone angle. Pilot balance. Arc grenades. Arc grenades now have only 1 charge. Arc grenades recharge faster. Holopilot. Holopilots can now walk through the amped wall. Holopilots can now crouch walk. If you recall a certain Holopilot tutorial video of mine previously, it used to be able to crouch walk and do lots of things. Their recent improvements, quote unquote, to Holopilot have actually broke it. So it's okay. So Holopilot is getting back to where it used to be. Mastiff made crosshair smaller, so if you have a bead on the enemy, you're more likely to deal high damage. Projectile width will increase quicker to improve consistency of damage in close quarters. Eva now need to be closer to deal max damage. Slightly increased spread to compensate. Devotion reduced the near and very far damage of the amped Devotion. Charge Rifle, small increase to its base damage. Archer, reduced missile tracking speed. It will still continue to track targets, but not to the extreme amount it has been since last patch. Crosshairs. Crosshair dot no longer turns off when firing all assault rifles and SMGs. Fixed issue with the R101, where the reticle would disappear while cloaked. Game mode adjustments. CTF. Added a first half, second half indicator on the HUD for CTF. Fixed issue in CTF where the flag was unreturnable after being dropped by an enemy. Fixed a bug in CTF where the flag could be returned by dead players. What? Dropped flags will now drop more reliably in areas with low ceiling clearance. LTS changes. Hooked up the missing LTS VO line, letting you know you're the last Titan standing. Fixed an issue where players would see a black screen while waiting for players to connect. It now says jumping to a location like other modes. Updated the player status HUD elements. Miscellaneous bug fixes. Fixed issue with tracking rockets missing the dropship. Fix for Scorch Nitro nose art. Scorch and Scorch Prime now have different nose art for the Firebrand. Scorch Prime will keep the same Demon's nose art. Scorch now uses a slightly modified pre-order version of Firebrand that will also contain the Demon art. Fixed issue where the Blacksite Scorch Warpaint would not appear in first person. Oh, there's a lot of Scorch stuff. Fixed issue where Legion would spin and face opposite direction when performing his execution as an Auto Titan. Fixed a bug where ejecting during Legion's power shot could leave you unable to melee. Fixes to third-person animations for some Titans. Fixed bug where a pilot could not execute an enemy if their movement speed was reduced. Fixed a bug where a pilot rodeoing a Titan would see its health bar as doomed. And PC-specific fixes. Fixed crash issue when switching from Crossfire to SLI. Wait, what? Why would you switch from Crossfire to SLI mid-game? I'm confused. Clearly. Fixed a bug where top 3-player call signs would overlap the chat box at the end of a match. And that wraps up the patch notes for the A Glitch in the Frontier DLC content drop. I like the fact that they are adding the custom featured game modes, but I kind of wish they would be added into a mixtape style playlist or something, because I wasn't quite ready for the previous CTF Nitro game mode to go away, especially with the new live fire map. But it will probably make a reappearance. I just want to play it now. Gosh, dang it. Anyway, that pretty much wraps up this video. If you made it this far, thanks for humoring me, and hopefully you were able to take something away from this like, the Eva is dead and the era of Mastiff is a go. Well, if you base your loadouts from buffs and nerfs, that is. The other trend is to just wait for a YouTuber to tell you what to use, or what is S tier. Oh man, okay, I'm done. Olive Juice, you all rock my socks off, and I'll see you all in the next one.